Hey everybody, welcome to class in the COVID era, right? So for you guys, most of you are upperclassmen, junior, seniors. This is a 4,000 level course, and to be honest, you're probably sitting here thinking, who the heck is this dude? Like, why is he teaching this class? Never had him before. I don't know who he is. When I signed up for the class, I had no idea who this guy was. And yeah, now we're here, right? So it's kind of the dead honest truth. So my name's Dr. Hyde. I'm a recent faculty hire here at University of North Georgia. My first official day with University of North Georgia was technically August 1st, but I gotta tell you guys, I literally just moved down to Georgia. I guess I just technically moved back to Georgia because I grew up in Georgia. I moved back to Georgia from Columbus, Ohio on Saturday. So I am literally right now living off of coffee and Bang energy drinks, and trying to survive, right? So it's today, and really this video lecture is exclusively about getting to know me because you've all been here, right? I want you guys to know who I am as we kind of move through this weird hybrid situation. Since we can't sit down in class and shake hands, I wanted to take the time for you to actually see a little bit about myself. And also, we'll kind of dive in a little bit on what the syllabus looks like, what the course outline looks like, what are some expectations of you guys as the students, as well as of me as the professor. And then I kind of want to leave you with a little bit of a nugget about how I view kinesiology, or the field of exercise physiology, that I think will help you guys big time. At least the second that I saw it when I was going through my formal training as an undergrad or a graduate student, it helped me. So I want to share that with you guys. Awesome. So I kind of jumped around a little bit from my undergraduate. I ended up finishing my undergraduate from Kennesaw State University. I ran into some medical, I guess you could say, issues when I was starting undergrad. I was playing soccer, got 2 concussions within a week, didn't get medically cleared to play again. So I actually ended up having to transfer into Kennesaw State University, which ended up being a fantastic thing for me. I ended up not deciding that I wanted to go on for a graduate career in exercise physiology until the second semester of my senior year of undergrad. And that's when I decided, hey, I really love this stuff. This is a big passion of mine. How can I take it further? How can I move on to the next step? What's the next step look like? And that's when I really decided I was going on for a PhD and a master's in exercise physiology. So flash forward, I started my graduate career at Georgia Southern University, so the home of Cole Swindell and Luke Bryan. Fantastic time. I had a couple of great years while I was there, and really met some fantastic people, and had a couple of really good friends that have stuck with me until this day. I ended up doing my PhD at the Ohio State University. Can't forget the. Go Bucks. And really, I had the chance to specialize in low-carb ketogenic diets, warfighter tactical athlete population, and human optimization, as well as clinical exercise physiology. And I had the chance to work with individuals with diabetes, with advanced stage breast cancer, other forms of advanced stage cancer, and really just kind of hone not only my bedside manner, but my research prowess, and really kind of finalize and create my own niche for myself. In terms of what my professional life has looked like, I've been lucky enough. I was actually a scientific contributor or an author for bodybuilding.com for several years. If you've ever been on their website and read any of their top 10 best exercises for blah, top 10 best exercises for chest development, for back development, for glutes, for calves, for quads, for whatever, it's probably something that I ended up writing during my tenure with bodybuilding.com. It was a fantastic opportunity. It really helped me learn how to take really advanced science and bring it somewhat down a level and make myself into a seemingly just smart meathead, someone that could bro with the best of them, but still still make sure that the science was being done and being done correctly, and the interpretation of the science was being done adequately and safely. I've had the chance to be interviewed and featured in U.S. News and World Report for some of my research, which was a cool opportunity. I was an adjunct at a small university called Ohio Dominican University. They were D2 as well, but they were significantly smaller than University of North Georgia, like dramatically smaller than University of North Georgia. And then I also was a sports performance coach at Rapid Sports Performance, where I specialized in working with collegiate and professional baseball players, both in strength and conditioning as well as in movement screening and movement patterning, trying to optimize their playing ability and optimize their competitive edge. In terms of my personal life, I'm been married for over 4 years now. I've got 2 little fur babies at home. This is my cat, Berkeley. If you guys ever have a chance to meet her, she's the fattest cat you will ever meet in your entire life. She's probably the size of my dog. When we adopted my dog, she had no teeth, and we still couldn't tell you what type of mutt she is. She's a Heinz 57 is what I've been told, which means she's just everything. What I like to do for fun outside of science is I'm absolutely addicted to bow hunting. I'm a huge bow hunter. Love everything about it. Moving from Ohio, where it's literally it's world class whitetail populations. People take 200 plus bucks every single year in most of the counties. It's just awesome, right? With that said, I'm excited to get back to Georgia and be back in the woods here in a couple of weeks when deer season opener starts. I also have really gotten into combative athletics, if you will. Big fan of Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I love sparring. I love rolling. Realistically, there's nothing quite like the adrenaline dump that you get trying not to get punched in the face or trying not to get choked out. It's a great time. I highly recommend it for anyone that is kind of an adrenaline junkie like myself. In terms of getting in contact with me, I would prefer you guys try to use email over D2L. Several of you have already emailed me, and you see that I get back to you really quick. It tends to be that within a couple of hours, I'll say within 12 to 24 hours, I'll get back to you if you email me. My office is listed here as well, and then my office phone number is listed here as well. While it's weird times with COVID, and we're supposed to be limiting face-to-face contact and face-to-face office hours, I still want you guys to know that my door is always open for you. If you ever need anything, please, you can shoot me an email first. You can drop in. I'm here from pretty much 8 to 5 at least every single day, if not 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. every single day. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you guys. I'm literally here to move you to the next level and really just support you guys in your education, but as well as in your journey through life. All right, so kind of done with the sappy stuff. Let's move forward some and talk about the syllabus. Awesome. So now we're on to the syllabus. I really want you guys to not think that I'm insulting your intelligence by going through page by page by page on the syllabus. I know you've seen 100 of these before, but I want to highlight a couple of things. Big thing, make sure you're viewing the supplemental syllabus. It's got information on the COVID stuff that we're dealing with right now, mask policies, social distancing, how the hybrid situations are going to be working out. It's got a lot of good stuff. It's at least worth clicking on the link to say you've done it. General information, so here's my contact information. Remember, email's probably the best way to get in contact with me. I have an office phone. Can't promise you I know how to work it. Sounds really dumb, but sometimes it gets a little goofy dealing with these hardwired lines that everyone shares. We do have a required textbook in this class. You can find it here. I went ahead and tossed the link in there for you guys. McGraw-Hill textbooks tend to have this thing called Connect. I'm not going to be teaching from Connect, so feel free just to get the loose leaf or even just the digital version of the textbook. I know that it sucks having to buy new textbooks, but these are the books that you're going to have for the rest of your career. It's the books that you're going to be one day if you're teaching anyone how to use this stuff. These are the books that you're going to be referencing or going to and grabbing and showing pictures out of and showing charts and graphs and figures out of. So think of it as an investment. If you hate the course, then just sell the book back. D2L, since the 4,000 level class, I'm going to assume you guys all know how to work D2L. If you're new to the university, like I am, please feel free to come by and we can work through how to get the access to D2L and how to kind of finagle your way around D2L, if you will. Student learning outcomes and objectives are going to be listed right here. These are important. You'll see these again basically because you're going to see them on the pre-course and post-course assessment. What those are designed to do is basically tell us how good of a job are we doing with making sure that we're teaching you to a standard. This class is technically going to be designated as an H1. With that being said, we'll probably be more like 25 to 30% of our time in class. The rest of the time is going to be online learning. So less of a true hybrid and somewhere more towards online learning. We're still going to have a lot of in-person, but the in-person time is not going to be used for content-driven sessions. It's going to be really learning how to interact with the information, how to grasp the information, and how to work with the information that you've already learned before you come into class. Series of exams, quizzes, assignments, none of this is new for you guys. Total scores out of 1,000 points, so that all you have to do is divide by 100 and you can get your final score. If you notice, 89 to 80, something like that, is a B. 100 to 90 is an A. 89.9999999 is still a B, unfortunately. A couple of exams, a couple of quizzes. Scroll all the way down here and we'll get to the course schedule. And this is what I've already had a couple of questions on, and a couple of questions have come through my email, and I think I've answered all of those. I'm actually really excited that people are emailing me already about the syllabus, because that means you're reading it, which is actually pretty cool. I don't think I ever read a syllabus until maybe I'd already skipped the first day of class. If you'll notice here, I've got modules, topic, assignment, activity, and due date all listed on here. Inside of each module on D2L, you're going to have a module objectives document that's going to say basically this exact same stuff, but it's also going to have important learning concepts that I want you to address throughout the week or throughout that module and really be comfortable with throughout that module, so that you can know that you're staying on task and you can know that you're staying on point with the material. If you look, you'll see that these in-class meetings are specifically and explicitly stated per week when we're going to be coming in. So the first 2 weeks, we don't have any in-class meetings. That third week is going to be our first in-class meeting. Probably during the second week, I will get you guys information on who's going to be in group 1 and who's going to be in group 2. The goal is that we're minimizing how many people are in one room at a time. But really, we're going to be trying to make sure that we're facilitating greater understanding and a deeper learning by going into these small groups and really, like I said, like handling the information a little bit more and talking at a deeper level about the information a little bit more. If there's any questions on the syllabus, please don't hesitate to ask. That's why I'm here. I think most people have emailed me. I'm back within an hour pretty much, unless you're emailing me at like 2 o'clock in the morning, which you need to go to bed. Right. So mandatory attendance, you have a quiz, and then you would normally have like the mandatory attendance discussion where you have to go in and just put some random stuff down, talking about yourself. You still have the quiz, something that I want to try to do that's a little bit different. Since we're not meeting in person for the first several weeks, I mean really the first 3 or so weeks, I want to do something a little bit different, and we're going to do an attendance video selfie. As lame as it is, it will really help me get to know you guys better, but it will also help you get to know your classmates a little bit better, get to know where they're coming from, see why they're interested in the field, and really kind of be able to support your colleagues as you move forward, because truthfully, you guys are going to be colleagues here in a couple of short months, a couple of years or less. All the information for how to do the video selfie is online. There's a assignment document that lists how to do it. Everything from creating a YouTube page or creating a YouTube video to how to share it. Just get it done. I'm not looking for something that's expert video quality, as you can tell. I'm not a producer, so just get it done. I apologize for having to ask in advance, but get it done. So really, I would say that my big approach to education and as an educator is really focused on this concept of student-centered learning. I want to really facilitate and help you guys learn at the level and at the depth and at the breadth that you want to learn. I want to be here, and my goal is to be here as a supporting role. My goal is to be here to kind of propel you guys forward, to help you hit your next level, whatever that goal is. And with that, I mean, I want to be in your corner. I want you guys to feel like you can always come to me. You can always ask me questions, whether it's about life, whether it's about school, whether it's about physiology, it's about career questions. Please feel like you can always come to me. With that being said, I'm still going to push you. I'm really going to try to make sure that you are being the best you that you possibly can. You'll see that I really like to joke around. I'm a sarcastic guy. I like to kind of poke fun at people, and I've got pretty thick skin, so I can handle people taking shots at me and making jokes with me. And I think that banter is actually a positive thing most times. So you'll kind of get to know that about me, and you'll get to see that when you're interacting with me in the office or around the labs. But at the end of the day, when it comes time to really get our hands dirty and bloodied, it's time to go to work. And I'm a big believer that there's a kind of couple of different gears that you have to hit, where it's fun and games until the work's got to get done, and then you got to get the work done. So yeah, I'd say that's my big approach to education and really to life. So I guess I kind of alluded to it at the very beginning of this video. I want to leave you guys with a little bit of a nugget, a little bit of a piece of knowledge from time in the trenches that I learned during my graduate school career, and that's that really the field of kinesiology is just a spider web. Every single thing that you're going to learn is highly, highly interconnected with the next thing that you're going to learn. When you're learning joint actions, you need to be thinking skeletal muscle physiology, because it's the muscles that are moving the joints through. And whenever you start picking up that web, whenever you start seeing these tangential lines that are actually connecting to each other, that's when you're really going to get a grasp of the field. And that's when you're going to feel that you are getting stumped on a question, on a test, or on an exam, or on a certification. And then you can kind of zoom out to 30,000 feet, and you can look back down and you can say, oh, I know that this is this, and I know that this is connected to this. So logic has it that this would equal this, if that makes sense. I know I just used the most generic terms you possibly could with this is and that's. But really, just throughout the course of the semester and throughout the duration of the year and in all your classes, try to see how each class and each piece of content connects to the other.